This is a massive PSA and FYI for anybody who live streams on YouTube. And this is something I really wish I knew a long time ago. And that is this. If, let's say, after a live stream on YouTube, you go to edit it. So let's say the live stream's up, it gets processed, and you go to edit it. Let's say you want to edit out the beginning of the live stream, something in the middle, something at the end. Basically, you want to trim it in some way on YouTube Studio. Once you do, YouTube completely deletes and removes the live chat. Keep that in mind. This is something I really wish I knew earlier. I don't know why YouTube does this, but this is important. And I wanted to say this because when I first started live streaming on YouTube, I'd always cut out the beginning. I mean, we all know when it comes to live streams, sometimes the first couple minutes you're still getting ready. Maybe you want to test the audio to make sure things are processing. You know, the first couple minutes of a live stream are sometimes a bit meh, right? And so for me, in the beginning, I would always trim out the first 2, 3, 4 minutes, however long it took, for it to actually get going, if that makes sense. But what I didn't realize is when I did, the entire live chat. So let's say someone was talking to me, as you typically do on a live stream, and I was answering their questions via chat or whatever. YouTube deletes the entire chat. I still don't know why they do this. And I want to say this because you may be wondering, from a YouTube perspective, from a algorithmic perspective, are you better off having a live stream jump right into it, but not having the chat, or having the chat, but let's say the live stream takes a few minutes to really get going? And the answer is the latter. When it comes to people rewatching your live stream, even though, yes, if you trim it, it jumps right into it, there is a certain understanding when it comes to a watched or rewatched, if I could say it like that, live stream, that things aren't going to be perfect. It's not like a polished video like this video where I can trim out the beginning or whatever. It's kind of expected. Also, when a lot of people rewatch a live stream, the chat is part of the experience. I think that's one of the best parts about a live stream is the interaction with the chat. Especially because for a lot of YouTubers, myself included, or a lot of streamers, you know, a lot of times I don't read the question out loud. So if someone says to me like, what's your favorite ice cream? I'm not gonna be like, what is your favorite ice cream from Joe Schmo? I just say, oh, strawberry, dude, which by the way it is. Strawberry is my favorite ice cream flavor. I'm just like, oh, strawberry. But if you're watching that live stream without the chat because you trimmed it, someone's gonna be like, why do you randomly say strawberry? What does that have to do with it? And I want to say this because there's two big pieces of advice I have. One, just never, ever trim your videos or trim your live streams. I think in the beginning for me, I kind of want them to be a bit more polished, but there is a certain expectation that live streams are not gonna be perfect. There may be technical difficulties. Like say you have to go to the bathroom and you're gone for a couple minutes. Like say you wanna go get food and you're gonna be gone for a couple minutes. Keep that in the live stream. Do not edit it because the live chat is way more important than a polished live stream. I'm gonna be honest. The second thing I do want to mention as well, I know it's kind of like Captain Obvious, but I might as well mention it. So if you can, do as much testing as possible to make sure that the beginning of your live stream kind of jumps right into it. This is something I've kind of trained myself on my own, that in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest, because in my mind, I thought I was gonna trim it. Now, of course, I don't. Sometimes I would hit stream and I'm like, all right, now I'm live, but give me a second. Let me grab my water. Let me grab this. Let me make sure this is, I'd kind of like have the first couple minutes be like whatever, because I knew I was going to trim it after the fact. Now I kind of make sure like, hey, is everything working correctly? Sometimes it is a live stream. There are technical difficulties. That's part of it. But now I think I'm way more to be like, okay, the second I hit stream, I'm going to just jump into it. Yes, something may happen. Something may go wrong. But at least I want to make sure that the second someone goes to rewatch the live stream, it kind of jumps right into it, which is better for the YouTube algorithm. But remember, at the end of the day, huge FYI, huge PSA, never, ever trim a YouTube live stream after it's uploaded. One exception I might as well say is if, let's say there's something really bad, offensive, basically something that's, you know, against the YouTube terms of service, of course, trim that out. Of course, if it's something illegal, something too sexual, something whatever, of course, trim it out. I might as well say that at the end of this video, but overall, if you can, never trim it. That way the chat always stays live.